if you ever say again, pick from the rhyme, straight by play. And we're doing the cinematography at the second grade. This is my first, and this, we're going to do something different. So we're going to be seeing at the second grade. And the pictures that we had tonight for the minutes are going to be, the picture for the minutes are going to be Marcus Gonzalez. And for the Texas Rangers, we're going to have Marlon Perez. So that's the picture for the Rangers. So, yeah. And the Rangers come to game 47 and 42 in the season, and the Rangers come to game 41 and 45 in the season. So let's see how the Rangers are doing this 4-game series against the Texas Rangers down there at Glenrock Field. And so I hope they can do well and win this game because, they want to need to because they're trying to get up in the standings here on the AL West, Central, so they try to get there in the division. So, yeah. So I hope they can win this game here and try to do something good for their, their fans and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh, let me tell you what the lineups are going to be for tonight. So, on the other side, they're going to have William Rodriguez, Ty First, J.P. Crawford. I think that is, and this one's going to be Carlos Santana. This one is you're going to I think it's Jesse Winger, Kyle Regan, and that's David Ward. And last but not least, it's Sid Herbert. So that's the middle start lineup. So that's not bad. So, you still got their own little white. That's nice right here. So that's their lineup right here, which is good. So yeah, I hope they can get this one here. So the races are a little tough, but they got this one. Let's see what the ones can do here in this game right here. Yeah, we start soon, and as a Philly fan, I'm doing this because, like, 16 is a good team, so, doing something out of the different, because the Phillies don't play tomorrow, so I decided I want to do one little different baseball game, so I decided I want to do that, so, yeah, I'm going to switch it up just for one time only, because, just to change it up just a little bit. So I would say, if I had to hit a prediction, I would say I predict that the Reds are going to win this game because I have a feeling across my hands and say that they might win this game. So that's my hope. I hope they win this game because they gotta get the winners, get players, they get the best swing, they gotta hit the home runs, they gotta hit the home runs, they gotta leave if you're on base, they can't get strikes out. It's just like they can't be doing none of those type of things. So you can't get none of those things happening. So yeah. Shout out to the one person who understands. Thank you for the one money. Yeah. Here it goes good down in Texas. Yeah, did I say everything goes good down in Texas? Yeah, I did say everything goes good down in Texas. But I'm not saying it. Right, here we go. So we got who release comes to that for the movers, the movers based on base. 0. Top of the first, here we go. And really plays the picture of the two. That's a ball, that's a 1-0. And another player is in the picture of the two. He swings that one. That's a strike 1, that's a 1-1. And then release and then one plays in the picture of who. Swing in the miss, and that's strike 2, that's a 1-2. So then who got 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dang, like who's starting up like that? Hey, if you start up like that, you know we start up like that though. He out here just throwing some of his good pitches. He's like trying to make sure, like he's trying to make sure the hood doesn't try to swing at anything. Trying to get in some of the good stuff. Like, whoa, we're trying to get some of the good stuff. And then another picture too. He swings at that one. That's a ball. That's a 2. That's a ball. That's a ball too. That's a 2-2. Well, that's a ball. No, that's a foul ball. He swings. That's a foul ball. That's a 2-2. The first one is a ball. That's a 2-2. And the second one is a foul ball. And it's a foul ball. And it's another foul ball. It's 2-2. And then another picture up to who he swings at that one. And the catcher caught that one. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a 4 count. Oh man, it's a 4 count now. And who can gather and like hit something good to the outfield with. And I just caught that one. And that's strike 3. And who Rodriguez is out. Hey, Henry's got strike out on the first, and strike out. Man. I hate that something he's gonna strike out. First, and then he won't strike out like, damn, like, literally you're gonna let them just get you like, damn. And then that's just a start up in a bad way. Alright, so coming next to that for the Mariners, we had Ty Burns coming to that for the Mariners. We have no win players on base. 1 out. Top of the first. Here we go. So let's see what Ty Burns can do. Maybe Ty Burns can probably hit something that's gonna go out the ballpark at least. Cause you know, see they had Ty Burns for a while and stuff. So here we go. Ty Burns gonna pick up the Ty Burns, and and catcher called that one. That's a strike 1. That's on 1. And we're gonna pitch at Ty Burns, and that's strike 2. That's on 2. And then Ty Burns got 2 strikes. 2 strikes to start it all. And we're gonna pitch at the Ty Burns. She swings at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Man, Ty Burns is not even doing so well. Yeah, Ty Burns is not even doing so well. That's just like a bad startup right there. And then to get something to give, he gotta hit something new. And another pitch at the top range. He swings that one. Another foul ball and still 0-2. 2 foul balls in this game for Ty France. Who this ain't the way the Reds want to start the game off like that. No, they want to start off having one person strike out and then the second for the Ty France just getting, fouls. Actually 2 foul balls, so actually they expect that to happen, but the Red Rays gonna pitch up the Ty France. And catcher called that one, that's a ball, that's a 1-2. And runs first, another picks up the side base, he swings at that one. That's another foul ball, and it's still 1-2. This stuff is got the white man. He just started looking at this. He got 3 foul balls in this game. 3. I thought this one to go out, one to start off. I didn't get it because one for this got good pitches, man. He just hitting stuff in the zone in the strikes, and he just getting him with these pitches he got him. As long as he got the good pitches that he just bring at him. So one player got another pitch coming up for Todd Briggs. I just catch it good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. And and it's called. And Ty France is out. And now the runner's got 2 outs right now. Only got 2 outs. One more than the turn is done. So coming up next to bat for the Mariners, we have Carlos Santana coming to bat for the Mariners. And the Mariner players on base. 2 outs. Top of the first. Here we go. Let's see what Carlos Santana can do. And we can get himself on base and not get strike down. And the pitch of the Carlos Santana, he swings that one. Out the right field. And I was gonna see it called that one. And that's 3 outs for the Mariners. So we still have a score of game, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the bottom of the first, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Rangers' turn to bat. Let's see what the Rangers can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the first. Well, the Mariners' turn, they got 3 outs, so nobody can really get themselves on base or not get struck out. So that's unfortunate right there. So then maybe when the Mariners have their next turn in the next inning, they probably do. That's the Rangers' turn now. Let's see what the Rangers are going to do this time around. So now, it's going to be time for the pitcher to come up, which is, who's going to come next. Now it's going to be time for Marco Gonzalez to come up and pitch on the mound. So I hope Marco Gonzalez can strike out all these Ranger batters, so that way he can get them out. So that way at least he can help out his team. So I hope he can do that. Alright, so here we go. Kind of the bat for the Rangers, we have Marcus Sims. Kind of the bat for the Rangers. Kind of the bat for the Rangers. The Rangers players on base 0. Bottom of the first. Here we go. Marcus Sims to the pitcher of the Rangers. Rising catch the guy. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And the pitcher of the Marcus Sims. He's swinging that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-1. And the another pitcher of the Marcus Sims. He swings that one. That's another foul ball. And that's a 1-2. And then like I said, got 1 ball and two fouls. Like 2 foul balls and 1 ball. Like wow. And the Rangers just trying to start this way, so like, and that is ball, and that is ball 4. And Marcus Sims is walk and will advance to first base for the Rangers. So now, Marcus Gonzalez got a man on base for the Rangers. Well, he ain't supposed to walk somebody, but that just happened. There you go. The one from Gonzalez, he just walked up at him. So coming up next to bat for the Rangers, we had Corey Siegel. Coming to bat for the Rangers, one Ranger player on first base, 0 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. So we're going to pitch to Corey. Corey Siegel, running catch is good. And that's a ball, and that's a 1-0. Another pitch up to Corey Siegel, running catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-0. The pitch of the Corey Siegel, he's going to that one. Sign here, way back there. And they couldn't catch it in time. And they couldn't get the ball back in time. And Corey Siegel runs the second base for a double. But Marcus Sims runs all the way to home plate and scores a run. Marcus Sims scores a run. And the Rays are on the board. The Rays are on the board with a 1-run score by Marcus Sims in the bottom of the first. So the score is the Mariners got 0 runs. The Rangers got 1 run. So now it's 1-0 Rangers. Not good for the Mariners right now. They let the Rangers get the first 1 score on the bottom of the first. And the next to that for the Rangers, we have Andrews Garcia coming to bat for the Rangers. No Ranger players on base. 1 Ranger player on second base. 0 outs. Bottom of the first. Here we go. There's the pitcher of the news. His catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And another pitch up to the news. He swings to that one. Right into the left side. And that's a foul ball. And that's a 1-1. He swings at that one. That's high in the air. That's going way back there to the. I know the ones in the field will catch that one. You don't want the Rangers causing another against one of the run. We don't want that happening. You don't want that happening. And high there, the ground ball. It's just that in, but no. And then we'll try to catch the ball, but try to throw it back the first time. We couldn't. And then Andrews Garcia advances to first base for the Rangers. So now we have Corey Siegel on second base, and we have Andrews Garcia on first base. Oh boy, this ain't good for the pitcher. Marcus Gonzalez, he ain't doing so well. So let's come out the bat for the Rangers. We have Joe Hill coming to the bat for the Rangers. We got Ranger players on first base and second base. 0 outs. Bottom of the first. Here we go. What is it? And then it's the picture of the swing in the midst, and I strike one. That's on one. And then it's the picture of the right. His catch is gun. He's gonna hit the dirt, and that's a ball. And that's a 1-1. And Michael gotta come with something good, because Michael just getting like, I need you to just be getting like getting him. So you need to come with something good. You need to do a good pitch that way. You know, that way he won't hit him. No, he's winning the pitch, and that's a double right there. Ain't that one? And it's shot to his father, just win. And then also, and then Corey Seagull scores a run. And the Raiders got the second one score in the bottom of the first thanks to Corey Seagull. So the score is the Mariners got 0 runs, the Rangers got 2 runs, and the Rangers are 2 to now it's 2-0 Rangers. And then the Jones Garcia advances to third base, and Corey and then Johan advances to the second base. Coming next to bat for the Rangers, we have the day allowed come to bat for the Rangers. We got Ranger players on second base and third base. 0 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Marcus Gonzalez to a pitch up to the day. And right in his catch guard. That's strike one. That's on one. What the man is doing right there? They're up 2-0. They're down 2-0 in this game. Wow, that's just that's not looking good for them. And look at this pitch there. That ball's in play. Oh, that's a ball that's in play. You don't want the Rangers to get another. And that's in regards to shortstop in. Top of the first name Carl Sanchez. But Adonis Garcia scores a run. And Garcia scores a run and get the first base. And scores a run. And the home plate scores a run. And now the Rangers are standing lead in the bottom of the first with a 3-1 score by Adonis Garcia. And now the Rangers are, and now the score is 3. And now the Rangers 0 runs. The Rangers 3 runs. And now it's 3-0 Rangers. It's not looking good for the Mariners right now. So coming up next to bat for the Rangers, we have Lonnie Travis coming to bat for the Rangers. We got one Ranger player on second base. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Here we go. So we're going to see the pitch up to Lonnie. Lonnie touches it. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And that's it. Marcus Gonzalez to the pitch up to Lonnie. And that's a strike one. And that's a 1-1. And Marcus Gonzalez to the pitch to Lonnie. Right. And he catches it. That's a ball. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-1. And there's another pitch at the night. Right, this catches good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-1. And the Dame is out for the Rangers, so he's out. And there's another pitch at the night. That ball was hit high in the air. One of which I think is going to catch Dame. You know, one of which I think called Dame. There's a single line drive to left field, Justin Williams. And Joe Hill advances to third base. And Lonnie Travis advances to first base. Oh, we got Ranger players on the corners. That's not good. Coming up next to bat for the Rangers, we have Calvin Home. Coming to bat for the Rangers, we have Ranger players on first base and third base. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Here we go. It's not looking like a good night for the Mariners right now. And then let's do a picture to the goal. And right in this catch is good. That's a strike one. That's on one. Like, we really need to get together now because they're like down 3-0. This is not a good night for them. And Ruggers does enough pitch to cool. Trying to catch a girl, that's strike 2, that's 0-2. And there's another pitch to cool. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Cuckoo is out. That's 3 outs for the Rangers. So the score is the Mariners have 0 runs, the Rangers have 3 runs. And that is the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mariners' turn at the bat. Let's see what the Mariners can do. It's their turn at the bat at the top of the second. And it's still, and it's 3-0, and it's 3-0 Rangers. Not a good way for the Mariners to start off now. Ain't a good way for them. We let a couple of Ranger players score some runs, and it just like not a good way for them to start off. So now it's the Mariners' turn to see what they can do in the top of the second. Maybe they can get men on base, score some runs, or hit a home run bomb or something. Just so they down 3-0. This is like bad. All right, here we go, y'all. So come up the bat for the Mariners. We had Gordon Suarez coming to the bat for the Mariners. No Mariner plays on base. 0 outs. Top of the second. Here we go. All right, here we go. So Mariners got a pitch in pretty good. And right in this category, that's strike 1. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And then another pitch to Suarez. And that is right in the catcher's girdle. That's a strike 1. That's a 1-1. And then right in the another pitch to and that is right in the catcher's girdle. That's a strike 2. That's a 1-2. And right in another pitch to Suarez. Right in the catcher's girdle. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. And right in the category, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-2, that's a 4 kill. Ooh, man. The other store's gotta hit something on, into the dirt, or at least out the ballpark. You gotta do something here. And his ball form. So that means that he loses switches his ball and will advance to first base for the Mariners. So yeah, he's walked because you know that's 4 balls right there. He's not out, so he definitely got walked on that one. Actually, no, it's still ball 2. That's a 2-2, yeah. I was reading it wrong. I was saying it wrong, guys. Jack, the last thing I see. There's a ball 2, that's a 2-2, so yeah. There's got to be something here, because and then Sanchez is walk and will base the first base for the Mariners. And next to bat for the Mariners, we have Jesse Winker come to bat for the Mariners. We have 1 minute player on first base. 0 outs. Top of the second, here we go. Run first, the pitcher to Jesse Winker. Righty's catch up, that's a ball, that's a 1-0. And run first, doing the pitcher to Jesse Winker. Righty catch up, that's a ball 2, that's a 2-0. Number like running around these men is like he's just talking to he's just trying to always to strike him out. It's like, yeah, he really trying to win. But he walked and good as edges, so he didn't get him out, so they could he didn't. But he walked the guy, so that's kinda like he knew what he's doing. And running first doing that pitch up to Jesse Winter. He swings at that one. The top end is going that's going to the seats right there. So that's a foul ball and that's a 2-1. And the number of the judgment, he swings at that one. That's another 5 ball, and that's 2-2. And it's when he just fouling balls off. Like, literally, can't be swinging at the pitches like that. Alright, so the Reds gotta get themselves together because they're down 3-0 right now in this game. So they haven't got one run on the scoreboard yet. So they have to come back and figure out something they gotta do here. Change this around because they haven't got on the board yet. They got 1 man on base. They doing scoring, so that they did that, but right there, another okay. So these birds do not fish. They just win, and that's a strike 3. That's strike 3, and Jesse Winker is out. So coming up next to bat for the Mariners, we have Kyle Biggin coming to bat for the Mariners. We got 1 minute player on first base. 1 out. Top of the second, here we go. And let's see what Kyle can do. Maybe Kyle can get himself on base. Maybe Kyle can base the runner, can base and go and say just second base. He can get himself on base. Hopefully he can. And his teammate just because it's out, so that's just like saying like, oh, that just started off badly. So run first to a pitch at the cow, and that is a ball. That's a 1-0. Yeah, because one first to I'm doing pitch to his catch glove. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. So that was like right there. The catcher got that one. Ooh, these Rays ain't playing tonight with these Mariners, man. And the Rays do another pitch too. Another pitch comes where you can't get ready for it. Right, these catches go. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-0. Right on the outsides and stuff. Ooh, man. This is like, this ain't going good for Mariners right now. And then the pitch up the county, get ready. And Kevin swings to that one. And that's a foul too. And that's a 2-1. So he just foul tipped that baseball. And that was a 2-1. And Runner got another pitch going to Kevin to get ready for it. Ronnie's catch is good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-1. It's really good TV straight out, baby. And Runner's doing a big job too. And Kevin get ready for it. And that is ball 4. And Carter Regan is walk and will advance to first base. And then Gunnar Sawyer will advance to second base. All right. We got 2 men on base right now. To come up next to bat for the Mariners, we have Dylan Ward. Come up to bat for the Mariners, we got running players on first base and second base. 1 out, top of the second. Here we go. Let's see if Dylan Ward can get himself on base. Maybe Dylan Ward advance the runners. He could probably face his teammates. Curry and Louis Suarez. You can get Curry to go to Curry to go to second base and get Curry to go to second base and go Suarez to third base, and then he can get himself on base maybe. So one player's got a pitch coming up for you. Do get ready for it. All right, this catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And one player's got another pitch coming for you. Get ready for it. All right, this catch is good. That's strike 1. That's a 1-1. Man. And right now, then I got one ball and 1 strike. Ooh, man, that's not good, man. Just to start off, man. I mean, then we'll start off like that. He's swinging at pitches that he's seeing that's coming good, but they're going up to like the outside part, and he's swinging at those things. But then he's not swinging at them because then it would have been like, it would have been bad for him to swing at something like that. That would be indicated for him like to get like well, he got his first strike, but like he ain't swinging and missing. And Roseman's got no pitch with Dylan Moore. He swings it up, and then everybody catch go. That's strike 3. And Dylan Moore is out. And Justin Moore and Dylan Moore both out. So coming next to bat for the Mariners, we have Abraham Terrell coming to bat for the Mariners. We got Mariner players on first base and second base. 2 outs. Top of the second. Here we go. See what Abraham can do. Let's see what Abraham Terrell can do. Hope he can get on base and convince the runners. Let's see if he can do that. And let's see, come on with this because they can't even. They got 2 men on first and second base, but they can't even advance them, so they can go to second and third. They can't even do that. And then 2 of their players got out, which was kind of like okay, and just like you just got yourself out. Like literally, it's kind of like the Gunnar is sitting there right there on that second base, and he's on that second base, and then Regan is on that first base. So running for do a pitch of David here. Turn right, get ready for it. And catcher called that one. That's a strike 1. That's a 0-1. And then running doing a pitch David here. He swings to that one. That's a foul ball, and that's 0-2. So right now, Abraham Total got a strike and a foul ball. So Okay, so one players do another picture of the avian tone. And right these characters good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And one players do another picture of the avian tone. Right these characters good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. And right now, avian tone got a strike. And he got 2 balls and 1 strike and 1 foul ball. Jeez. Ain't that something? Maybe this is not going the way they wanted to go. And Roddy Rose doing a picture of the Abraham Tool. He swings at that one. And that's another foul ball, and it's still 2-2. So there's Abraham Tool. Got 2 foul balls in this game. Wow, 2. Just fouling the baseball. And then they hit the stands and like where the fans are at, like literally. If the Reds get 1 ball out, they're done their turn. And one is doing a picture of the Abraham Tool. Right, his catch is done. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a full kill. And one person doing a picture of the Abraham Tool. And Abraham Tool is walk. Abraham Tool is walking will advance to first base. And Gordon Swartz will advance to third base. And Carl Wigan will advance to second base. Alright, so we got Abraham Tool on first base. We got Carl Wigan on second base. And we got Gordon Swartz on third base. Alright. So kind of next to bat for the Mariners, we have Sam Haggerty. Sam Haggerty coming at the bat for the Mariners. We have the bases loaded for the Mariners. 2 outs. Top of the second. Here we go. We got the Texas Ranger pitching coach coming to the mound to talk to Martin Perez. Oh man. Is he gonna take him out the game or is he gonna let him still keep on pitching? That's the question, right? That is the question right there. Now the Mariners are doing good right now. They got all men on base. They got bases loaded situation. Now all they gotta do is get Inglourious Basterds to score a run. All they gotta do, all Sam Haggerty gotta do is just hit someone into the outfield. So they want his teammate and Inglourious Basterds can score a run for them. Get the home plate, score a run. So I hope he don't strike out. So that way, I hope he don't strike out. I hope he don't strike out because we don't want that. We don't want him to strike out or anything. And then they get their first one score the game so they can try to get one. So one person on the page. So one person got a page coming for you soon. Get ready for it. I swing and a miss and that's strike 1, that's on 1. And one person got another page coming for you soon. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss and that's strike 2, that's on 2. Hey, Sam he got 2 strikes already. Wow. He's swinging and missing. Why is he swinging and missing at these little pitches? Why is he swinging and missing at pitches? You ain't supposed to swing there. No, I don't know what's saying. And just thinking and swinging and missing. Like, those are not good pitches that Martin's yelling at you. Why would you swing those? And Martin Perez got another pitch coming up for St. Herman. Martin's catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And Martin Perez got another pitch coming up for St. Herman. Martin's catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. So right now, St. Herman got 2 strikes and 2 balls. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh man. Gets 1 more strike, he's out. That's the end of the turn, so hope he don't get, man. Yeah, he get 1 more strike, he's out, and that turn's gonna be over, so. It's an opportunity they have right here. so one base, do another pitch at the same room. And a swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. That's strike 3. And that's 3 outs for the minute, and that's the third out for the Raiders. So the score is the Raiders have 0 runs, the Rangers had 3 runs, and moving on to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Rangers' turn to bat. Let's see what the Rangers can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the second, and it's still 3-0 Rangers. I'm just gonna say this. What are the Raiders doing? It's like they just trying to lose this game or something. They're gonna let the Texas Rangers be them. Like, hey, wait, how did you just let that happen? Hey, yo. Here we go. So we got Hernandez coming to bat for the Rangers. The Rangers plays on base. 0 outs. 5 on the second. Here we go. Gonzalez for a pitch up to that's a catches go. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Gonzalez in the pitch to when it catches go. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-0. And Gonzalez in the pitch to he swings to that one. Swings to that one. That's a foul ball. And that's a 2-1. Hernandez got 2 balls and 1 foul. So you got 2 balls and 1 foul ball. And the pitcher to red. So there's another foul ball, and that's still 2-2. And the pitcher to Hernandez, he swings out a single line drive to the fielder just really tried to throw back to first base in time. He couldn't. And Hernandez advances to first base for the Rangers. I expect that to happen. Kind of next to bat for the Rangers, we have Charlie Hooverson comes to bat for the Rangers. Got 1 Ranger player on first base, 0 outs, 5 on the second. Here we go. Thank you for the second line. So was Gonzalez to pitch up to Charlie Hooverson. He's winning that. I said, oh, we try to do it, try to hard shot my drive to the left field, Jesse Williams. And then Mendes advances to third base. And Charlie Cruz advances to second base. And then you got this double right there. So now they got 2 men on base. So they got Charlie Cruz on second base, and they got Earl Jimenez on third base. Just base runners. Oh, here we go. Coming next to bat for the Rangers, we have Marcus Senior coming to bat for the Rangers. We got Ranger players on second base and third base. 0 outs. Bottom of second. Here we go. Marcus Gonzalez to pitch up to Marcus Senior. He swings to that one. That's a foul ball, and that's on 1. And Marcus Gonzalez doing that pitch up to Marcus Senior. And his catcher caught that one, and that's strike 2, and that's on 2. And that's the pitch of Marcus Senior. He hits that one right in play. Oh boy, that's good. That's going to the line over the left field. The Rangers gonna catch that one not. Marcus Senior singles a ground ball to the first baseman Carlos Santana. And Marcus Senior advances to first base for the Rangers. But yeah, first base for the Rangers. So now the Rangers got bases loaded situation now. So coming next to bat for the Rangers, we had Corey Seagull coming to bat for the Rangers. Bases loaded for the Rangers, 0 outs. Bottom of the second, here we go. Marcus Gonzalez to a pitch up to Corey Seagull. And the righty's catch is good. That's strike 1. That's on 1. I'm pulling for these Mariners, but now I'm pulling for the Mariners, but they ain't showing me enough like impressive. And as a Philly fan, I'm rooting for the Mariners and stuff, and they're not even pulling through. Like, come on now. They still gotta get it together, man. And Marcus Gonzalez to pitch the Corey Seagull. He's out on the side fly to the right field stand, and I got to do Corey Seagull again because I thought he almost had it because I was about to almost say he didn't have it. And second fly out there, and then Earl Jimenez scores a run, and Charlie Cleveland advances to third base. It's a for the run. So now the score is the Mariners have 0 runs, the Rangers have 4 runs, and now thanks to Earl Hernandez for scoring the fourth run score in the bottom of the second. Now the Rangers get a stand-up lead. So now it's 4-0 Rangers. Coming next to bat for the Rangers, we got Luis Garcia coming to bat for the Rangers. We have Ranger players on first base and third base. 1 out. Bottom of the second, here we go. Marcus Gonzalez to a pitch to Lewis. Right there catch it good. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. And Lewis Garcia and Marcus Gonzalez to a pitch up to Lewis. Right there catch it good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2 out. And Marcus Gonzalez to another pitch up to Lewis Garcia, and that's a ball 3. That's a 3 0. And Marcus Gonzalez is just letting things happen right here. So Marcus Gonzalez to another pitch up to Lewis Garcia. That's a strike. And he's right to catch a good. That's a strike 1. That's a 3-1. So you'll get a baseball situation again. Hold on. And those are the pictures. Those here. That's ball 4. And the dog's gonna see it. It's ball and will advance to first base. The mark and Sim will advance to second base. They just walk. And the guys just walking better. Here comes the Seattle Mariners pitching coach come up the mound and talk to Marco Gonzalez. Oh, well, if he takes my, I hope he's not taking. If he takes him out of the game, then just for that, I hope he ain't gonna take out the game for them. He's not getting taken out of the game because if he is just for like walking batters, that would not be good. The Reds do have a basic loan situation again. The Rangers got a basic loan situation again. This is not the Mariners' night. No, it's not. It's not their night. He's gonna stay away. So we gotta go ahead and come at the bat for the Rangers. We got the bases loaded for the Rangers. One out. 5 in a second. Here we go. Rangers can start the picture do here. That's right. That's in play. I hope don't tell me they score another one. Don't tell me they score another one because here goes to the other way. Third baseman. You go this to second baseman. Smooth aim hit. Control the first base. Close the goes. And the cross hitter and Jones Garcia is out, and Joe Him is out at first. So that's 3 outs for the Rangers. So the score is the Mariners have 0 runs, the Rangers have 4 runs, and that's the end of the second, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen, is the Mariners turn at the bat. Let's see what the Mariners can do. It's their turn at the bat at the top of the third, and it's still 4-0 Rangers. Wow. The Rangers that good, and they're making the Mariners like the Cajun win. This is not the Mariners' night. Let's be considering it's like they trying out here, but man. Let's see. Here we go. Top of the third. Here we go. So we have Julio Rodriguez coming to bat for the Mariners. And the Mariners players on base. 0. Top of the third. Here we go. See if the Mariners can turn this thing around. They're down 4-0. They got to turn this around. Alright, so one person pitcher to who is Sanchez, who's Rodriguez, and running catch and go. That's strike 1 is on 1. And one person to another pitcher to June Rodriguez. Running catch and go, that's a ball. And then catch and go, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. Ooh, so Rodriguez got 1 ball and 1 strike. Just to start off the top of the can't believe that, right? And one person to the pitcher to Rodriguez. He swings at that when that ball's in play. Oh, please don't go out. Please don't go out. Oh, wait. And then we just grabbed out a second baseman, Ferguson, to first baseman, Demo. And Julio Rodriguez is out. And the next to bat for the Mariners, we have Ty France coming to bat for the Mariners. The Mariners players on base. 1 out. Top of the third. Here we go. Alright, so running first, do picture type frames. You split that one, type frames to the double, and running first, do picture type frames, you split that one. Holding the left fist can get the ball back in place. So if it type in instead, and it got extra innings, and he stopped that second base. This type frames double shot the left fly ball to left field to Corey Kennedy. So type frames is on second base. So you got it. So you got a 2-1 double right here. So. Our parents will stay at second base for the Mariners. All right. So coming next to bat for the Mariners, we have Carlos Santana coming to bat for the Mariners. We got one running player on second base, one out. Top of the third. Here we go. So one player do a pitch at the Carlos. Carlos Santana. He's in the catcher, and his catcher called that one. And that is a strike one. That's on one. Alright, so Martin Perez doing another pitch up to Carlos Santana. Get ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. So that Carlos Santana got one strike and got one ball, one strike. Damn. Can't put no points on the board. He can't spend no runs. That's this ain't good. Yeah, this man, they gotta do something better, man. And Ron Perez doing the pitch of the Carlos Santana. Right, the catch is good. That's strike two. That's a 2-2. The first one was a ball two. There's a 2-1. The second one is a strike. Is a strike two. That's a 2-2. Man, right now, Carlos Santana got 2 balls and 2 strikes. One more strike and he's gonna be out. One more strike and he's out. One more. This is not a good night for Carlos Santana. Not a good night for him. I know all you Manor fans, but I know he ain't having a good night. I mean, here we go. So Martin Perez doing that pitch to Carlos Santana. Right, this catch is good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. Remember Carlos Santana, but you better not strike out. If he strikes out, that won't be good for him. And that is strike 3. And Carlos Santana is out. Maybe swinging the miss. Now strike 3. And Carlos Santana is out. And then that's the bat for the Mariners. We have Engano Suarez coming to the bat for the Mariners. We got one running player on second base. 2 outs. Top of the third. Here we go. Alright, so Martin Perez doing a pitch up to Engano Sanchez. Right, this catch is good. That's a ball. And that's a ball. That's a 1-0. So Martin Perez doing that pitch to Engano Sanchez. Get ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-0. And run for this, do another page after. You go to Suarez. Right next catch is good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-0. And run for this, do another page. There go to Suarez. Suarez. And that's a strike. And and right there, catch is good. That's strike 1. That's a 3-1. And run for this, do another page. There go to Suarez. And that is ball 4. And the goal of Suarez is walked and will advance to first base for the Mariners. So we got Goal Suarez on first base. We got Ty France on second base. And coming next, the bat for the Mariners, we have Jesse Winker coming to the bat for the Mariners. We got Mariner players on first base and second base. 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Alright, so Mariner players do the pitch that Jesse Winker get ready for it. He swings at that one. That's a foul ball. That's 0-1. Jesse Winker gonna start with a foul ball. He gonna foul the ball off. Foul off the baseball, really. And run first, doing that pitch of the Jesse Winker, and he swing at this one, another foul ball, and that's 0-2. Right now, Jesse Winker got 2 foul balls in the game. Just fouled the ball off. Like, this is the second time he fouled the ball off, like, literally. Alright, so run first, doing that pitch up to Jesse Winker. Running catch is good. And that's a ball, that's a 1-2. And run first, doing that pitch up to Jesse Winker. He fouled another foul ball, and that's still, and he swings that one, another foul ball, and it's still 1-2. 3 foul balls and 1 ball. So you got 1 ball and 3 foul balls. Literally, this is literally 5 balls. Oh, that's 3 of them. Then you got 1 ball. Yeah, right. And run first, do another pitch up to Jesse Winker. Another foul ball. And it's still 1-2. Yeah, I must have come from because I must have for a long. Yeah, this was for a long time. You know how we had stuff for a long time and started like wearing and down and stuff. Yeah. And one person with a picture of the Jesse Wigger. He's winning that one. That's how it is. Singles on the ground. Ball to the first baseman that day over. Tie Prince advances the third. And Gore sends Swords advances to second base. And Ty Prince advances to third base. And Jesse Wigger advances to first base. It's a single, and Jesse Wigger advances to first base. And Gore Sanchez advances to second base. And Ty Prince advances to third base. All right, and the Mariners got bases loaded situation here. So coming up next to bat for the Mariners, we got Kyle Regan coming up to bat for the Mariners. We got bases loaded situation for the Mariners. 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Let's see if the Mariners can get a run score this time. The last time they had a bases loaded situation, they didn't get nobody. They got one of the team strike out and they couldn't even score the first run. So maybe they can do it this time. Maybe this time. It's the second bases load attempt here. So they gotta score a run off of this. Okay, so one person do a pitch up to Kyle Regan. He swings at that one. That's a foul ball. That's on 1. And one person do another pitch up to Kyle Regan. He swings. Get ready for it. He swings at that one. That's a foul ball. And that's another foul ball. And that's on 1 too. Gonna be the Lord saver. You gotta advance his teammate and go and swims to home plate so he can score a run. He has to do this. Because he has to do this. And if he can save his game and get and go and save this to the home plate to score a run, and then advance top and then move just move it to second base, and then get and then get him to the second base and then get top Prince to score another run, that'd be great, because if you can get and go so then California can be the one who can get top Prince to score a run, and then get and go and save to third base, and then get just look at the second base if you can do this. So here we go. So Martin Perez got a pitch coming for you. Get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And Martin Perez got a pitch coming for Kyrie. He swings at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's another foul ball, and that's still 1-2. Hey, so when they score that first one game, and then go and say once you get the third base and just once you get the second base, so it's like, the rest of the bases on the situation. Come on, Kel. Yeah, it's all on you, man. You can be saving here. Yeah, bases on the situation. You gotta figure out a way to get your teammates in there so you can score a run. Because if you strike out, that's just gonna be not good. And they got 2 outs, so that means 1 more out, and then the turn is be done. And running first to pitch to Kareem. And Kareem flies out the second baseman, DeMarcus Simeon. And then the second one was a ball. Catching it, that's a ball to the 2-2. And then one baseman to Kareem, and Kareem flies out the second base. Then Marcus Simeon. So I know if they scored 1 on that one. I don't know if they did, but no. And that's 3 outs for the Mariners. So the Mariners messed up another bases loaded situation. Thanks to Cal, he got to get out by Marcus when he flies out in there, and that flies out to him. That's 3 outs for the Mariners. So the score is the Mariners have 0 runs, the Rangers have 4 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rangers' turn to bat. Let's see what the Rangers can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the third, and it's still 4-0 Rangers. The Mariners are playing bad tonight. Like, how do y'all go from beating the Washington Nationals, beating them in a game series, and then y'all coming into you come from beating the Nationals in a 2-game series, and then y'all coming to Texas tonight, and y'all just starting to want to lose game 1. Y'all still got it. It's a 4-game series y'all have, and you got to lose the first game. That's not a good thing. when the Rangers talking about how they just like they down 4-0. This is like even better than it is. Like bad news bears. Alright, so here we go. So coming up the bat for the Rangers, we have Nathaniel coming up the bat for the Rangers. No Ranger players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the third, and here we go. If Jake was in the stream right now, he'd be saying what I'm saying right now. Jake would be like disappointed in his team right now. He would be. If he's watching the game, he probably disappointed in them right now. He probably is. Shout out to the one person who watched the stream for the 2 likes. I know he probably might not have got the performance right now, so. Alright, so Marco Gonzalez does got a pitch coming for you today. Look ready for it. And he swings it down that fires out. And the day fires out to left fielder to Jesse Winger. And that's called. And Nathaniel Rowie is out. So coming up next to bat for the Rangers, we have Lowry Travis coming up to bat for the Rangers. We got no Ranger players on base. 1 out, bottom of the third. Here we go. So Marco Gonzalez got a pitch back coming for you there. Lowry Travis, get ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's strike 1. That's on 1. And Marco Gonzalez got another pitch coming for you, and he swings to that one. And that's a foul ball. That's on 1-2. And Marcus Gonzalez got another pitch coming for you. Get ready for it. And you swing at that one. That's another foul ball, and it's still on 1-2. Alright, so we're gonna get Gonzalez got another pitch coming up. We gotta get ready for it. He swings that one. And Travis lines out the right fielder to center hugger. And Lowry Travis, and that's caught. And Lowry Travis is out. For the next event for the Rangers, we have Cole Calhoun coming to bat for the Rangers, and the Ranger players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Marco Gonzalez got a pitch coming for you, young Cal. And the catcher caught that one, and that's a strike 1, and that's on 1. And Marco Gonzalez got another pitch coming for you, Cal. And Cal grinds it out, and he swings down the high. That's a ground out to the second baseman, Abraham Terrell. And he throws the first baseman, Carlos Sanchez. And that is caught. And that's 3 outs for the Rangers. So the score is the Mariners have 0 runs, the Rangers have 4 runs. And that is the end of the third, ladies and gentlemen. So neither team could do anything in the third inning. So we're moving on to the fourth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mariners' turn to bat. Let's see what the Mariners can do. It's their turn to bat at the top of the fourth. And it's still 4-0 Rangers. Alright. Then coming up the bat for the runners, we have Dylan Moore coming the bat for the runners players on base, 0 top of the fourth, here we go. Martin plays the pitch at the deal. Then we'll get ready for it. He swings it down with a high in. And then we'll pops out to the catcher, Johan Hims, in the foul territory. And then Moore is, and that's caught, and then Moore is out. Coming up next to bat for the runners, we have Abraham Toro. Coming up the bat for the runners, the runner plays on base, 1 out, top of the fourth, here we go. And then Moore just got himself strike out. So here we go. So Martin Perez got a pitch coming for Abraham to get ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's strike 1. That's on 1. And Martin Perez got a pitch to Abraham to it. He swings that was high in the air. He grinds that out the second baseman, to Marcus Ian. Marcus throws it to the first baseman, the Daniel Wow. And it's caught. And Abraham Toro is out. Coming next to bat for the Raiders, we have Sam Haggerty. Coming at the bat for the Raiders, we got no more players on base. 2 outs, top of the fourth. Here we go. One of the Raiders got a pitch going to be Sam Haggerty. And the catcher called that one. That's a strike 1. That's on 1. And one of the Raiders got no pitch to Sam Haggerty. And then they swing it down. That's a foul ball. And that's 0-2. And Ron Perez got another pitch where he said, "How to get ready for it?" Right, this catch is good. And that's a ball. That's a 1-2. And Ron Perez got another pitch where he said, "How to get ready for it?" Right, this catch is good. And that's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. And one plays another pitch of the Sam Henry. He swings at that one, and then hits that one that comes out. That ball's way back. Going, gone. Solo home run for Sam Henry. And the runners are on the board with the first run scored the game in the top of the fourth. Thanks to Sam Henry's solo home run. So the score is the runners have 1 run. The Rangers have 4 runs. And now we have a baseball game, ladies and gentlemen. So coming up the bat for the Mariners, we have Julio Rodriguez coming to bat for the Mariners. The Mariners plays on base. 2 outs, top of the fourth. Here we go. One player to the pitch to Julio Rodriguez. And he swings it down. That's a foul ball. That's 0-1. And one player to another pitch to Julio Rodriguez. That's another foul ball. That's 0-2. And one version of pitch up to he swings to that one. And the catcher called that one. That's strike 3. And that's 3 outs for the Mariners. So the score is the Mariners have 1 run, the Rangers have 4 runs, and we move on to the bottom of the 4th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Rangers' turn to bat. Let's see what the Rangers can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the 4th. Oh, hi. So the Mariners got their first run scored thanks to Sam Hardy with his solo home run. So now the Mariners on the board now. Oh, hi. Let's see if they can keep this up. Maybe sitting there with his teammates and say his teammates can try to do something when they go to the top of the 5th after the Rangers turn and see if they can. Because I don't know if the Rangers score more runs when it's their turn again in the top of the 5th when we get there. See if they can score more runs, and maybe if they can do this, they can get themselves back in the game. So that's a good job for you, Mariners fans. They got that first run score, and it was a home run by Sam Harvey. So that's a good sign. He started doing good. Hey, got to do something to get in this game, right? Hit a home run, right? Hit a home run, hey. That's the way you're gonna carry up the game somehow. That's the way you're gonna get yourself in the game. When you're down like 4 runs, gotta do something. All right, here we go. So coming to bat for the Rangers, we have Ilya Fernandez coming to bat for the Rangers. No Rangers players on base. 0 out. Bottom of the 4th. Here we go. Alright, so Marcus Gonzalez is still pitching in the game. So Gonzalez got a pitch coming very early. Hernandez, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike. And then the first one is a running catch go. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. That's strike 1. And running catch go. That's strike 1. That's a strike. That's strike 1. That's 1-1. And Marcus Gonzalez got no pitch coming early. Hernandez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's 0-2. And Marco Gonzalez got no face for you. Her name is. He swing at that one. That's a foul ball. And that's a foul ball. And that's still 0-2. And then Marco Gonzalez got another face coming for you. Her name is. Get ready for it. Rodney's catch is good. And that's a ball. That's a 1-2. And Gonzalez got another pitch. A swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And then Hernandez is out. And the next event for the Rangers, we have Charlie Kugelson coming to bat for the Rangers. No Rangers players on base. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Here we go. Gonzalez got a pitch coming for you, Charlie. Get ready for it. Right catch it. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. That's 1-1. And Gonzalez got another pitch coming for you, Charlie. Get ready for it. A swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. That's 0-2. And Marcus Gonzalez got another pitch coming for each other. Get ready for Rodney catches go. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And Tony Cruz got 2 strikes. And got 1 ball and 2 strikes. And just swinging that pitch is swinging and missing. And what is it? I'm the face cover trying to swing to that one. That's hard in the air. That flies out to the centimeter Rodriguez. And that is corn. And Charlie Clemenson is down. Rodriguez did good at catching base was in the outfield. I mean, he's so very he's catching it. When coming next to bat for the Rangers, we have Marcus Seal coming to bat for the Rangers. The Rangers players on base. 2 guys, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. And Marco Gonzalez got that pitch coming for you. Marcus Seal, get ready for it. Running catches good. That's strike one. That's 0-1. And Marcus Gonzalez got that pitch coming for you. Marcus Seal, get ready for it. Right. Running catches good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And Gonzalez got that pitch for you. Marcus Seal, get ready for it. That's single on a line drive to the left center field, Jesse Winger. But he couldn't throw it back in time. He couldn't get him out. So Marcus Seal advances to first base for the Rangers. And the next event for the Rangers, we have Corey Seal coming to bat for the Rangers. We got one Ranger player on first base, 2 outs, right on the fourth. Here we go. Marco Gonzalez got that pitch going to Corey Seal. Running catches good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Now we got a man on first base. Man, they got Marcus Seal on first base. He did something. Marco Gonzalez stuck this to happen. And he's got a face cut pretty cool to the Raybird. And he swings at that one that's high in the air. I think that one that is caught that and that flies out to the left center field, Jesse Winger, and he caught that one, and that's caught, and that's 3 outs for the Rangers. So the score is the Rangers have 1 run, the Rangers have 4 runs, and that is the end of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Good job on the Rangers, on the Rangers for getting their home run, the kick, they get some points on the board and stuff like that. So, and moving on to the 5th inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Mariners' turn to bat. Let's see what the Mariners can do with their turn to bat at the top of the 5th. All right, here we go. So coming back for the Mariners, we have Ty France comes to bat for the Mariners. The Mariners players on base, 0 outs. Top of the 5th, here we go. Martin Perez is official for 5 innings for the Rangers. Wow, they haven't took him out of the game yet. Alright, so Martin Perez got a pitch coming for you. Ty France, get ready for it. Running catches glove. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And one player got a pitch, gonna be tied, get ready for it, right, catch the go. That's a ball two, that's a 2-0. And one player got a pitch, gonna be tied, get ready for it. He swing at that one, that's a foul ball, that's a 2-1. And one player got a pitch, gonna be tied, get ready for it, swing at that one. That's another foul ball, that's a 2-2. And the players got a pitch, pretty tied, get ready for it. And the catch caught that one, that's strike three. And Ty France is out. And that's the bat for the Mariners. We had Carlos Santana coming to bat for the Mariners. The Mariners players on base. One out. Top of the fifth. Here we go. Alright, so Ron Perez got a pitch coming for Carlos Santana. Get ready for it. Right in his catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Ron Perez got another pitch for Carlos Santana. Get ready for it. Right in his catch is good. That's a ball too. That's a 2-0. And Ron Perez got another pitch coming up for Carlos Santana. Get ready for it. Right in his catch is good. Right in his catch is good. That's a ball three. That's a 3-0. And Ron Perez got another pitch could be Carlos Santana. Get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a strike one. That's a 3-1. And Ron Perez got another pitch could be Carlos Santana. Get ready for it. Swing at that one. That's a foul to the left center field. The left fielder. And Cody caught that one. That is called. And Carlos Santana is out. And that's the bat for the Mariners. We have Eagles. Suarez comes back for the Mariners. The Mariners players on base. 2 outs. Top of the fifth. Here we go. The Mariners players got a pitch for Eagles. Suarez. Right, his catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And one player's got a pitch for Eagles. Suarez. Right, his catch is good. That's a ball two. That's a 2-0. And one player's got a pitch for Eagles. Suarez. Right, his catch is good. That's a strike one. That's a 2-1. And one player's got another pitch for Eagles. Suarez. And you swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 2-2. one of hers got the fish and those swords. Alright, and get ready for it. Running catches good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a 4 kill. And one of hers got the fish and those swords. Running catches good. That's a strike 3. And that's 3 yards for the runners. So the score is the runners have 1 run. The Rangers have 4 runs. And we're moving on to the bottom of the 5th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Rangers' turn at the bat. Let's see what the Rangers can do. It's their turn at the bat at the bottom of the 5th. Alright. Coming up the bat for the Rangers, we have Adalis Garcia coming to the bat for the Rangers. No Ranger players on base. 0 out. Bottom of the 5th. Here we go. Alright, so Rutgers got a pitch coming down. Let's see, ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That's 0-1. And Rutgers got a pitch coming down. Let's see, ready for it. Writing catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And Rutgers gonna see, got a pitch coming down. Let's see, get ready for it. Writing catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-1. And Rutgers got a pitch coming down. Let's see, get ready for it. Writing catch is good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-1. And Rutgers Gonzalez got another pitch for your dollars. Go see, get ready for it. Writing catch is good. That's strike 2. That's a 3. That's a 3-2. That's a 4 count. And Rutgers Gonzalez got another pitch coming for you. Gonzalez, get ready for it. And that is strike 3. And Adonis Garcia is out. And that's the bat for the Rangers we have. Good ahead, coming to the bat for the Rangers. No Rangers players on base. 1 out. Bottom of the 5th. Here we go. And so, Rutgers, and then it's got a pitch coming for him. He swung at that one. That's a foul ball. That's on 1. And Rutgers got another pitch coming for him. And he swung at that one. That's another foul ball. And that's on 2. Alright, so Rogers got another pitch for good him. Friday catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And Rogers got another pitch for good him. He swings at that one. And that's going right in the play. And the two offense can go back in time. And then him can go for extra innings. And him starts at second base. But Jesse Wynn could get the ball in time, so him advances to second base. And then on his side right there, the color next to bat for the Rangers, we have Nathaniel Lowe. Coming to bat for the Rangers. We got one Ranger player on second base, one out. Bottom of the fifth, here we go. So, Margo, he's got another pitch coming up for you. A pitch coming for you today. Get ready for it. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's on one. And Margo, he's got a pitch coming for you today. Get ready for it. Riley's catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And Rogers got a pitch coming today, though. He swings that that's high up in the air. One who's going to catch that. And then grounds it out to the first baseman, Carlos Santana. And it's called, and the damn out is out. But Johan Ham advances to third base. Coming next to bat for the Rangers, we have Robbie Travis coming up to bat for the Rangers. We got one wicket player on third base, 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. So Roger Gonzalez got a pitch coming for you. Get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's strike one. That's on one. And Roger Gonzalez got another pitch coming for Robbie Travis. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. Okay, so Larry James hit the ball and have it in mode. Gonzalez got a pitch coming for Larry James. He swings at a high in the air. He sings on the ground. And ground ball to the right fielder, Sam Haggerty. And Johan Ham scores a run. And the Rangers got their fifth run score in the bottom of the fifth. And they got the fifth one score in the bottom of the fifth, thanks to Johan Ham, who got the fifth one score in the bottom of the fifth. So the score is the Rangers, the Mariners had 1 run, the Rangers had 5 runs, and the Rangers had extended their lead in the bottom of the fifth, thanks to Johan Ham. And Louis Chavez advances to first base for the Rangers. Coming next to bat for the Rangers, we have Kyle Calhoun coming to bat for the Rangers. We got one Ranger player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Well, it's got a pitch coming for you. Get ready for it. Swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's on 1. And one who is got that pitch coming before you go, get ready for it. Right, catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And what is got that pitch coming for Cal. Cool. Right, catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-1. Hey, the race got 5 runs. The Mariners only got 1. Ooh, this is not good. The race is probably, the Mariners are probably, I don't know if they can get back in this game now. They have 5 runs. And they only score 1. This is not a good night for the Mariners. I'm saying this right now. Like, after the team get that home run, at the center, get that home run, it's like, nobody else can do anything. Okay, so one is got another pitch for Cole. And he swings at that one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's a 2-2. And got another pitch for Cole. He swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And that's 3 outs for the Rangers. So the score is the Rangers have 1 run, the Rangers have 5 runs, and that is the end of the 5th, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the 6th inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Mariners' turn at the bat. Let's see what the Mariners can do with their turn at the bat at the top of the 6th. Okay, so we have a pitching change for the Rangers. And so Martin Perez is done pitching for the night. And coming in the pitch for the Rangers will be Garrett Richards. So Garrett Richards is coming into the game. And Martin Perez is done pitching for the night. So now they're changing pitchers, and Garrett Richards is going to be pitching in the 6th inning. So coming at the bat for the Mariners, we have Jesse Winker coming at the bat for the Mariners. The Mariners players on base, 0 outs. Top of the 6, here we go. And Garrett Richards got a pitch coming for you, Jesse Winker. Get ready for it. Righty catches it up. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Garrett Richards got another pitch coming for Jesse Winker. Get ready for it. He swing at that one. That's a foul ball. And that's a 1-1. And Garrett Richards got another pitch coming for Jesse Winker. And he's swing and a miss, and that's strike two, and that's a 1-2. And yeah, we got that pitch where he gets win. This win. Mine's out to center field. Blowing Travis. And that is called. And Jesse Winger is out. And that's the bat for the runners. We have Kyle Reed coming to the bat for the Raiders. No matter players on base. One out. About top of the sixth. Here we go. And Gary Richards got a pitch going to play Kyle Reed. Right in catch is good. That's a strike one. That's on one. And Gary Richards doing it. Got a pitch coming to play Kyle Reed. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. That's 0-2. And yeah, we just got that pitch coming for Kevin. Ready for it. And that's strike three. And the catch is good. That's strike three. And Curry is out. And that's the bat for the Rangers. For the Raiders, we have Dylan Moore coming to bat for the Raiders. And the players on base. Two outs. Top of six. Here we go. Yeah, we just got the pitch coming for Dylan Moore. Get ready for it. Right, his catch is good. That's a ball. That's strike one. That's on one. And Gary Richards got another pitch coming for Dylan Moore. Running catch is good. That's strike two. That's 0-2. And Gary Richards got another pitch for Dylan Moore. Right. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And Dylan Moore is out, and that's three outs for the Mariners. So the score is the Mariners have 1 run. The Rangers have 5 runs. We're moving on to the bottom of the sixth, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Rangers' turn to bat. Let's see what the Rangers can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the sixth. The Mariners are having a tough night right now. They're getting strikes out. It's not going their way. They can't get past 1 run. Alright, so coming up the bat for the Raiders we have. Either Hernandez coming up the bat for the Raiders. The Ranger players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm crossing my name here. Cause if I could, yeah, so I'm crossing my hand like that. I mean, I can't even think of a strategy that the Raiders can do to get back in this game. I can't even think of a strategy I do. But as I'm working good, there's the pitching. So working, the Hernandez got a pitch coming up for you. Right, the catch is gone. That's strike 1. That's on 1. And Hernandez got a pitch coming up. Hernandez get ready for it. And then singles a line drive to the right fielder, Sam Hagel. And tried to throw it to first, but then couldn't get it first. But he couldn't in time. And then Hernandez advances to first base for the Rangers. First base, here we go. And next the bat for the Rangers, we have Charlie Cuberson coming up the bat for the Rangers. And we got one Ranger player on first base, 0 outs. Bottom of the 6th, here we go. And he's got a pitch coming for Charlie. You're ready for it. Rodney's catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And he's got another pitch coming for Charlie. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That's a 1-1. And got a pitch coming for Charlie. Swings to that one. That's high in the air. I wonder who in the outfield on the other side gonna catch this. And Charlie grabs into a double play. Second baseman advances to the first baseman. Carlos Santana. Ramirez is out. And Ramirez was advancing to second base, but he got tagged out. And Charlie Clemens is out at first base. So Charlie Clemens is out, and Ramirez is out. And that's the bat for the Rangers. We have Marcus Ian coming to bat for the Rangers. The Rangers player is on base. 2 outs. Top of the 6. Here we go. So Rangers goes and pitcher to Marcin. That's a in the catch is good. That's strike 1. That's on 1. And this is when the pitcher Marcin. That's the strike. In the catch is good. That's strike 2. That's on 1-2. And when the pitcher to Marcin. That's strike. That's a foul ball. Which means that's a foul ball. That's still on 1-2. And the Marcin. And he swings down the top of the air, and he fires out the right hand to Peter to Sam Hager, and that is called. And the Rangers is out, and that's 3 outs for the Rangers. So the score is the Rangers have 1 run, the Rangers have 5 runs, and that is the end of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mariners turn at the bat. Let's see what the Mariners can do. It's their turn at the bat at the top of the 7th. The overhead tool comes back for the runners, no runner plays on base, 0 outs, top of 7, here we go. Yeah, we just got a pitch coming, overhead tool, running catch good, that's a ball, that's a 1-0. Yeah, we just got a pitch coming, overhead tool, running swing that one, that's a foul ball, that's a 1-1. And yeah, we just got another pitch coming, overhead tool, get ready for it. Running catch good, that's a strike 2, that's a 1-2. And Garrett Richards got another pitch for you here too. Running catches go. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. And Garrett Richards got another pitch for you here too. You ready for it right? And he goes right in the catches go. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. And that ball's in play. And Garrett Richards got a pitch out there here too. And he's shooting that high in the air. He lines out to the second baseman, Marcus Senior. And that is called. And then here throw is out. We've come up next to bat for the Mariners. We have Sam Hermitage. Coming up the bat for the Mariners. We got no way players on base. 1 out. Top of the 7th. Here we go. And Gary Richards is coming base in here. Get ready for it. Running catch and throw. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Gary Richards got no pitch base in here. Get ready for it. Running catch and go. That's strike 2. That's strike 1. That's a 1-1. And Gary Richards got no pitch in here. And he swings it at the high in the air. That feels counted and couldn't throw it back in time. And Sam Henry, and that's a single. And Sam Henry on the ground ball to the right field. Garcia tried to throw back to the first game, but couldn't in time. And that's a single. And Sam Henry advances to first base for the Mariners. And then that's the bat for the Mariners. We have Julio Rodriguez coming to bat for the Mariners. We got 1 runner play on first base. 1 out. Top of the 7th. Here we go. Gary Richards got a pitch coming for you from Julio Rodriguez. And that's a strike. And right to catch is good. That's a strike 1. That's a 1. And Gary Richards got a pitch from Julio Rodriguez. You gotta get ready for it. And right to catch is good. That's a strike 2. That's a 1-2. Turn to the one person watch the street. They for the 2 lines. And, okay. And Gary Richards got my pitch coming for Julio Rodriguez. Get ready for it. Right to catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. going to be whoever is running catches up. That's a ball 2. That's a suit 2. And here he is. Soon as a line of drive to the right field and Lewis can see it. And Sam Hagel advances to second base. And Julio Rodriguez advances as a single and will advance to first base. So we got Julio Rodriguez on first base and we got Sam Hagel on second base. And here comes the pitching coach. Here comes the Rangers pitching coach. Comes to the mound to talk to Gary Richards. Oh boy. Never good when the pitch goes for the Rangers coming to talk to you because you know why. It's gonna tell you like you better figure out where to stop and get on base or like push out the game one or the other. Okay, pitching change for the Rangers. So Gary Richards is done pitching for the night and replacing Gary Richards. Coming into the game to pitch for the Rangers right now will be Matt Moore. So Matt Moore's coming in the game to pitch for the Rangers. And Garrett Stubbs is done pitching for the night. Garrett Richards is done pitching for the night. So Matt Moore will be coming in to pitch, and Matt Moore will be coming to pitch for the Rangers in the game, and they finish out the rest of this inning. I knew Gary Richards was gonna get pulled out for the game eventually until he did 7 innings in. So now he's gonna get pulled. Now he's done pitch for the night. The Matt Moore's coming in to pitch for the Rangers, so this is somebody new. This is somebody the Rangers gonna use to pitch this time around. So I hope Ty Prince ready to take on this pitcher right here. And then he better be ready for this one. Alright, here we go. So Matt Moore got a pitch coming for you. Ty Prince, get ready for it. Right in catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Matt Moore got another pitch coming for you. Ty Prince, get ready for it. Right in catch is good. That's strike 1. That's a 1-1. And Matt Moore got another pitch coming for you. Ty Prince, get ready for it. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's a 1-2. And Matt Moore got no face cover for you. Tyler Press, get ready for it. You swing at that one. That's another 5 ball, and it's still 1-2. And Matt Moore got no face for you. Tyler Press, get ready for it. And that's strike 3. And Ty France is out. And on this, the bat for the Mariners, we have Carlos Santana coming to bat for the Mariners. And we have Mariner players on first base and second base. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Here we go. And Matt Moore got a face cover for you. And Carlos Santana, get ready for it. Right in the catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Matt Moore got another face cover for you. Carlos Santana, get ready for it. Right in the catch is good. That's a ball, too. That's a 2-0. And Matt Moore got another face cover for you. Carlos Santana, get ready for it. Right in the catch is good. That's a ball, 3. That's a 3-0. And Matt Moore got another face cover for you. Carlos Santana, get ready for it. And that is ball 4. And Carlos Santana is walked and will advance to first base. And Julio Rodriguez will advance to second base. And Sam Herndon will advance to third base. They got bases loaded for the Rams yet again. And here comes the pitching coach coming up to the mound to talk to Matt Moore. That's not good. He said he got that base loaded, so he's like, let me come talk to him on that mound. No, he did not just do that to make that happen. Alright. So next the bat for the Mariners, we have Iguano Suarez coming to the bat for the Mariners. We got bases loaded for the Mariners, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Here we go. Matt Moore got a pitch coming for you. Iguano Suarez. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. That's 0-1. And Matt Moore got that pitch coming for Iguano Suarez. Swing that one. It's high over there. I wonder who's going to catch that one. And then a single on the line drive to the vehicle. Good. But Sam Hagel runs the home plate. It scores a run. It scores a run. And the Mariners are scoring. Advance their lead. Get the third one score. And the top of the 7th to advance their lead. Thanks to Thanks to 700 to score, the Mariners have 3 runs, the Rangers have 5 runs, and the Rangers are standing lead in the top of the 7th. And also Julio Rodriguez scores 2, so he scored the second. So Julio Rodriguez and Julio both scored.
There's a lot of like softer, really like.
Both scored their runs to advance the lead in the top of the 7th. And Carlos Santana raises the second base. So coming up next to bat for the Mariners, we have Jesse Winker coming to bat for the Mariners. The Mariners plays on base. The Mariners plays on first base, second base, 2 outs. Top of 7, here we go. We have more got a pitch company, Jesse Winker, get ready for it. Get ready for it. Running catch is good, that's a ball, that's a 1-0. And then we got the pitch coming play for Jesse Winker. And we got the pitch coming for Jesse Winker, get ready for it, that's in play. Let's see who's going to get this one. And that's 3 outs for them, and that's 3 outs for them. And that's 3 outs for the Mariners. So we move it on. So the score is the Mariners have 3 runs, the Rangers have 5 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Rangers' turn to bat. Let's see if the Rangers can use their turn to bat at the bottom of the 7th. And it's pitching change for the for the Mariners. So Marco Gonzalez is done pitching for the night. And then coming in the pitch in the game for the Mariners will be Matthew Fester. So Matthew Fester is coming into the game. He's coming into the game to pitch for the Mariners. Alright, so coming up the bat for the Rangers, we have Corey Seal coming back for the Rangers. The Rangers plays on base, 0 outs. Top bottom of 7, here we go. And Matthew Fester got a pitch coming up for you. Corey Seal, get ready for it. Swing it down, that's a 5-ball, that's 0-1. And Matthew Fester got a pitch coming for you. Corey Seal, get ready for it. Running catch is good, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. And Matthew Fester got a pitch coming for you. Corey Seal, get ready for it. Running catch is good, that's a ball 2, that's a 2-1. And Matthew Fester got another pitch coming for you. Corey Seal, get ready for it. He swing it down, that's a 5-ball, that's a 2-2. And Matthew Pastor got another face coming up for Corey Sear. And that's another swing of that one. And that's another foul ball on the stoop too. And Matthew Pastor got another face coming for you. Corey Sear, get ready for swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Corey Sear is out. And next to bat for the Rangers, we have Adonis Garcia coming to bat for the Rangers. The Rangers players on base. 1 out. Bottom of the 7. Here we go. And Matthew Pastor got a pitch coming for Adonis Garcia. And that is a running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Matthew Pastor got another pitch coming for you. Adonis Garcia. And that is strike. And that running catch is good. That's strike 2. That's strike 1. That's a 1-1. And Matthew Pastor got another pitch coming for you. Adonis Garcia. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 2-1. And that you go see for Matthew Pastor got another pitch coming for you. Adonis Garcia. Right, and this catch is good. Right, catch is good. That's strike 2. That's a 2-2. And the Matthew Pastor got another pitch coming for you. Adonis Garcia. And that's a swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Adonis Garcia is out. Coming next to bat for the Rangers, we have him coming to bat for the Rangers. No Ranger players on base. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7. Here we go. And Matthew Pastor got a pitch coming over here. And that's a strike. And when he comes to strike 1, that's 0-1. And Matthew Pastor got a pitch coming over here. And then fires up to left center field to Jesse Winger. And that is called. And that is 3 outs for the Rangers. So the score is the Mariners have 3 runs, the Rangers have 5 runs. And moving on to the 8th inning, and that's the end of the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the 8th inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Mariners turn at the bat. Let's see what the Mariners can do. But the Mariners turn at the bat at the top of the 8th. And pitching change for the Rangers. So Matt Moore is done pitching for the night. And they're bringing in Dennis Santana to come pitch for the Rangers. So that means that Matthew Pastor is done pitching for the night. Oh, there's also some they did pitching change, so they did pitching change. So Matt was done pitching for the night, and he got Dennis Santana coming pitching for the Rangers. So it's gonna be a new pitcher that the Mariners bats gonna have to face this time around, the top of the 8th. So let's see how this is gonna go. Alright, here we go. So Dennis Santana got a face cover Kyle Ranger. We got Kyle Ranger cover for the winners no wins based on base 0 hours. Top of the 8, here we go. So Dennis Santana got a face cover for you, Kyle Ranger. Riley's catch that's a strike 1, that's a 1. And Dennis Santana got an face for Kyle Ranger. Riley catch go, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. And Dennis Santana got an face for Kyle Ranger. Riley catches go, that's a ball 2, that's a 2-1. And then Santana got the fish for Kyle Ranger. And he swing at that one. Swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 2-2. And then Santana got the fish for Kyle Ranger. Right, he ready to catch his gun. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. That is strike 3. And Kyle Ranger is out. So they do offensive substitution. So pinch hitting will be Adam Frazier replacing Dan Wood for the pinch hitting. So we got Adam Frazier coming up the red for the Raiders. We got no Raider players on base. One out. Top of the 8. Here we go. So we got Adam Frazier pinch hitting to replace Dan Wood. And Dennis Moore got a pitch coming for you. Adam Frazier, get ready for it. Running catch the down, that's strike 1, that's on 1. And then Santana got a pitch coming for you. Adam Frazier, get ready for it. Right, and swing it down, that's a foul ball, that's on 1-2. And then Santana got the pitch right, you Adam Frazier, get ready for it. Running catch and go, that's a ball, that's a 1-2. And then Santana got the pitch coming for you. Adam Frazier, running catch and go, that's a ball 2, that's a 2-2. And then Santana got the pitch for you. Adam Frazier, ready for running catch and go, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-2, that's a full count. And then Santana got another pitch coming for Adam Frazier. That's how it been here. Who's gonna catch that in the outfield? Adam Frazier singles on the line drive to the right fielder and Lewis and Garcia. He couldn't throw the ball back in time to the baseman back in time. The first baseman. So that's a single. And Adam Frazier will advance to first base for the Mariners. And coming next to bat for the Mariners, we have Abraham Turbo coming to bat for the Mariners. We got 1 minute playing on first base. 1 out. Top of the 8th. Here we go. And then it's Santana got a piece going to be Abraham Turbo. Get ready for it. Right, the catch is good. That's strike 1. That's 0-1. And Singles a long drive to the right field angles here. And Adam had two and Single had a single and advances to first base. But Adam Frazier advances to second base. Get the more time so that you just advance Adam Frazier to second base and then Abraham Turner got himself to first base. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's get there, get it going. So now coming next to bat for the Mariners, we have Sam Hager coming to bat for the Mariners. We got Mariner players on first base and second base. 1 out, top of the 8th. Here we go. Okay, so then Santana got a face cover. Sam Hager, get ready for it. So look at that one. That's a foul ball. That's on 1. And then Santana got that face cover. Sam Hager, get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a strike 2. That's 0-2. And then Santana got that face cover. Sam Hager, swing that one. That's how I'm for you. I wonder what regular outfielders are going to get there. And so Harry Singles on a fly ball to left field to Corey Cooper. And Adam Frazier advances to third base. And Abraham Turner advances to second base. And Adam Frazier advances to third base. And that's a single. And Sam Hawkinson advances to third base. Alright, so the Mariners got another bases loaded situation. They can get back in this game. They're down by like 2 runs. Here comes the Rangers pitching coach comes to the mound to talk to Dennis Santana. Oh, he like the fact they got 2 Mariners players on base. So now the Mariners got a base load situation. What can they do with this? The last base load situation they had, they couldn't even score runs off of that. So they got to try to see what they can do here. So on base we have Sam Hager on first base. We have Abraham Turner on second base, and then we have Adam Frazier on third base. And they have 1 out, so. Alright, coming up next, the bat for the Mariners, we have Julio Rodriguez coming to bat for the Mariners. Then we got the bases loaded for the Mariners, 1 out, top of the 8th, here we go. Then Santana got a pitch coming to Julio Rodriguez, get ready for it, right in catch is good. That's strike 1, that's on 1. And then this here got a pitch coming for you. And Rodriguez got hit by a pitch. And Adam Frazier runs to the home plate and scores a run. And the Mariners got the 4th run score and the top of the 8th thanks to Adam Frazier. And And the score is the Mariners got 4 runs, the Rangers got 5 runs, and the Mariners extended the lead in the top of the 8th. And Sam Harger advances to second base, and Abraham Toro advances to third base. All right, pitching change for the Rangers. So talking about Mariners. The Mariners only down by 1 run. All they need to do is get 1 more run to tie the game run. All they need to do is get 1 more run to tie the game run. Because it's at 5-4. So the Rangers have the lead right now, but the Mariners just called back up. All needs 1 more run to tie the game run. Ooh, they get back in this game. All needs 1 more run. So I got, let's hope for the Mariners right now. We'll do it for them right now. Because they're only down by 1 more run. It's 5-4. So all they need to do is get 1 more run to tie the game run. The Mariners are inching their way back in this game. Start working about there. So we got Julio Rodriguez on first base. We got Adam Brady. We got Sam Hurley on second base, and then we got Abraham Toro on third base. So we got another bases loaded situation for the Mariners. So hope they can score another run off this one. So Dennis Santana is done pitching for the night for the Rangers, and coming in to pitch for the Rangers will be Brock Buke coming in to pitch for the Rangers. Alright, here we go, y'all. So Brock is pitching for the Rangers. So we got Todd France coming to bat for the Mariners. We got bases on the situation for the Mariners. 1 out, top of the 8th. Here we go. So Brock got a pitch coming for you. Todd France, get ready for it. Riding catch good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Brock got another pitch coming for you. Todd France, get ready. Riding catch good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-0. And Brock got another pitch coming for you. Todd France, get ready for it. He swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 2-1. And okay, so Robbie got another pitch for you. Thomas, get ready for it. And Thomas singles on long drive left to the field, the cocaine. Abraham Toro. And Abraham Toro scores another one, and scores a run. And the Mariners has extended the lead in the top of the 8th. And the score is the Mariners have 6 runs, the Rangers have 5 runs, and the Rangers have taken the lead in the top of the 8th. Take that one, Rangers. The Mariners are taking the lead in the top of the 8th. It's 6-5 now. The Rangers are taking the lead, and the Mariners taking the lead. And Sam Hagel and so Everett Toro and Sam Hugsy they score the 2-run scores to extend the lead in the top of the 8th. And we got 2-run score by Abraham Toro and Sam Hugsy. Got a 2-run score to extend the lead in the top of the 8th for the Mariners. And Ty Prince advances to first base, and Julio Rodriguez advances to second base. The score is the Mariners have 6 runs, the Rangers have 5 runs, and the Rangers got 2-run score thanks to Abraham Toro and Sam Hargrave. And we have Ty Prince on first base and Julio Rodriguez on second base. That's what I'm talking about, Mariners. You took the lead in the top of the 8th. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The Mariners are doing their thing. And Mr. Paper I can for that, so that's okay. But so we got Carlos Santana coming to red for the Mariners. We got Mariners on first base and second base. 1 out. Top of the 8th, here we go. And Rock, we got a pitch coming in for you, Carlos. Santana right, and he's swinging down to the foul ball. That's 0-1. It's in the play. Carlos Santana flies out to the first baseman, Nick DeRoe. And Carlos Santana is out. So coming next to bat for the Mariners, we have Diego Suarez coming to bat for the Mariners. We got Mariner players on first base and second base. 2 outs, top of the 8th, here we go. And Bob V got a pitch coming to Diego Suarez. And the right catcher's gun, that's a ball, that's a 1-0. And Bob V got another pitch coming to Diego Suarez. Right catcher's gun, that's strike 1, that's a 1-1. And Rock B got another pitch coming from Lewis Wood. Right, when he swing at that one, that's a foul ball, and that's a 1-2. And Rock B got another pitch coming from Lewis Wood. Right, and the catch is good. That's a ball 2, that's a 2-2. And Rock B got another pitch coming from Lewis Wood. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And that's 3 outs for the Mariners. The score is the Mariners have 6 runs, the Rangers have 5 runs, and the Mariners have stayed lead in the top of the 8th. And that was good for them. They did good on their turn. So now we move on to the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Rangers' turn to bat. Let's see what the Rangers can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the 8th. So the Mariners did good. They got 2-1 scores by the teammates Albert Terrell and Sam Hershey. So they stand over the lead to 6-5. So now the Mariners are on top now. So now we'll see what the Rangers can do. Will the Rangers be able to get some runs to tie the game back up, or where the pitcher for the Mariners try to strike all the Rangers batters out so they can't extend their lead. We'll see what happens. So pitching, we got pitching situation. So we got, so replacing red person for the pitching will be Andreas Monzu. Could be, go do the pinch hitting instead of Matthew Preston. And for defensive purposes, Adam First is going to stay in the game, and then it's going to be the shortstop. So that's the defensive switch right there. Alright, come at the bat for the Rangers. We have Nathaniel out, come to the bat for the Rangers. No Ranger players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the 8. Here we go. Andreas Robinson. Got a pitch coming to bring Daniel. Get ready. Right catches good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Andreas Robinson got another pitch coming for you. Nathaniel, get ready for it. Swing and a miss. Not strike one. That's a 1-1. And Andreas Robinson got another pitch coming for you. And then get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. That's a 1-2. Alright, so Andreas Robinson got another pitch coming for then grounds out the second baseman to Adam Terrell, and the first baseman Carlos Santana, and he caught that one. And the Dan Lowry is out. So coming up next, the bat for the Rangers, we have Lowry Travis comes to bat for the Rangers. We got no Ranger players on base. 1 out. Bottom of the 8. Here we go. Andreas Robinson got a pitch coming now. Get ready for it. And swing down. That's a foul run, and that's on 1. And Andreas Robinson got no pitch, but now Travis get ready for it. Rodney catches gloves. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And Andreas Robinson got no pitch, but Rodney Travis. And he's swinging and a miss, and that's strike two. That's a 1-2. Alright, so what is a foul ball? That's a 1-2. And now Travis runs out to the second baseman and do a throw to the first man, and then turn to the first man. And then turn to the one we do the first man, Carlos Santana. And that's strike 3, and Larry Travis is out. For the next event for the Rangers, we have Cole Calhoun comes to the bat for the Rangers. No Rangers players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the 8. Here we go. And Andreas Robinson got a pitch coming. Nicole, you ready for it? And ready to catch his gun. That's strike 1. That's on 1. And Andreas Robinson got a pitch, but he's going to get ready for it. Ready to catch his gun. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. Andres. Andres real cool. Andres mostly got the pitch pretty cool. You ready for it? Swing that one, that's a foul ball, and that's a 1-2. And Andres mostly got the pitch pretty cool. And swing and miss, and that's strike 3. And Cool is out. That's 3 outs for the Rangers. So the score is the Mariners have 6 runs, the Rangers have 5 runs, and that is the end of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the 9th and final inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mariners' turn at the bat. Let's see if the Mariners can do with their turn at the bat at the top of the 9th. So we got a pitching change for the Rangers. So Bob Hughes is going to be done pitching for the night. And coming in to pitch for the Rangers will be Josh Shivozi. Yeah, so Josh Shivozi is coming to pitch in the 9th inning. So, and Bob Hughes is done pitching for the night for the Rangers. Alright, coming to the bat for the Mariners. We got Jesse Wynn coming to the bat for the Mariners. The Mariners playing on base. 0 outs, top of the 9th. Here we go. Josh Shivozi got a pitch coming for Jesse Wynn. Get ready for it. Running catches go. That's a strike 1. That's a 1. And Josh Shivozi got another pitch coming for Jesse Wynn. Get ready for it. Running catches go. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And Josh Shivozi got another pitch coming for Jesse Wynn. Get ready for it. You swing at that one. That's a strike. That's a foul ball. And that's a 1-2. And Josh Shivozi got another pitch coming for Jesse Wynn. Get ready for it. Running catches go. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. this one we got that pitch rate, this one we that's 5 balls to 2. And this is, and just the rules, you got the pitch rate, just want to get ready for that same play. Let's see who's going to get that one. And Jesse Williams singles out 5 ball to the center fielder, Lloyd Travis. And Lloyd Travis can throw it back in time to the first baseman. And Jesse Williams will stay at first base. He's going to stay at first base, and that's a single. And Jesse Williams will stay at first base for the Mariners. Yes, Jesse Williams, got yourself on base. I'm talking about. From the next to bat for the Mariners, we have Kyle Wigan. Coming to the bat for the Mariners, we got 1 running player on first base, 0 outs. Top of the ninth, here we go. And say, well, we got a pitch we can't really get ready for it. Swing at that one, that's a foul ball, and that's on 1. And just, and well, we got a pitch we can't really get ready for it. Running catch it there, that's a strike 2, that's on 2. And that's we got the pitch we can't really get ready for it. Swing in the miss, and that's strike 3. And Kevin is out. Coming next to bat for the Mariners, we had Alan Frazier coming to bat for the Mariners. We got 1 man playing first base, 1 out, top of the ninth, here we go. And that's when the picture that Frazier swings at that one, the top of the air. There's a fly out center to center field, Lloyd Travis, and that's caught. And Alan Frazier is out. And that's the bat for the Mariners. We had Adam Toro coming to the bat for the Mariners. We got 1 running player on first base, 2 outs. Top of the ninth, here we go. And Josh Stewart got a pitch to Abraham Toro. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Josh Stewart got a pitch to Abraham Toro. Running catch is good. That's strike 1. That's a 1-1. And Josh Stewart got a pitch to Abraham Toro. And he's swinging, wait for it. He's swinging that one. That's a 5-0. That's a 1-2. And that's when we got that pitch for Abraham too. He swings at that one. That's another foul ball. It's still 1-2. And Justin Rose got that pitch coming up for you, Abraham too. Ready for running catches go. That's a ball. That's a 2-2. That's a ball too. That's a 2-2. And Justin got the pitch coming in at Abraham too. Ace with that with Javier. And the grabs out to the third baseman, Charlie Stevenson, to the first, and then he threw to the first man, Nathaniel Lowe. And that's 3 outs for the Mariners. So the score is the Mariners have 6 runs, the Rangers have 5 runs. And moving on to the ninth, to the bottom of the ninth, ladies and gentlemen, is the Rangers' turn to bat. Let's see what the Rangers can do with their turn to bat at the bottom of the ninth. So right here in the bottom of the ninth, the Mariners pitcher has to strike out all three the strike through all three of the batters out, and then they win the game. Because we cannot let the Rangers get another run to get the tie this game up to go to extra innings. So that's what they have to do is the Mariners pitcher have to come on in, strike some of these Texas Rangers batters out, so that way they can win this game. So we have a pitching change situation going on for the Mariners. So the Andres Monson is the pitch for the night, and they're gonna bring in Diego Castello to come in the pitch for the Mariners. And for present substitution, the pinch hitter is going to be Josh A. Smith. So Josh A. Smith is going to be replacing Earl Hernandez and as a pinch hitter for the Rangers. So coming up the bat for the Rangers, we have Josh A. Smith coming back for the Rangers. The Rangers players on base, 0 outs, bottom of the ninth. Here we go. And Diego Santino got a pitch coming for Josh A. Smith. Get ready for it. It's a ball. That's a 1-0. The catch is that's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Diego Castillo got another pitch for you, Josh A. Smith. Get ready for it. Running catches go. That's strike 1. That's a 1-1. And Diego Castillo got another pitch coming for Josh A. Smith. he swing it down when I top there. I wonder who's going to catch that. And Judge Jason runs out to second baseman Abraham Toro. He throws to the first baseman Castillo. And 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 Josh A. Smith is out. So the visible pitching, Brad Miller could replace Charlie Jimson as the pitcher in this one. So coming next to bat for the Rangers, we have Brad Miller coming to bat for the Rangers. The Rangers plays on base, one out. Bottom of the ninth, here we go. So the Elk has still got a face coming for you, Brad Miller, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, not strike one, that's on one. And yeah, can see got the picture of Brad Miller. Right, the picture of Brad Miller. If any catches good, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. And yeah, can still got the picture of you, Brad Miller. And he swing it that one, that's a foul ball, that's a 1-2. And then can still got the picture of Brad Miller. And that's the ball. That's the ball too, that's a 2-2. And then can still got the picture of you, Brad Miller. That's a foul ball, that's still 2-2. And then you can see got the picture of you, Brad Miller. And that's a foul, and that's a foul too. And that's a 2-3. And Brad Miller is out. I need one more out, and the Maroons got this game. Coming next to bat for the Rangers, we have Morgan Senior coming to bat for the Rangers. No Ranger players on base. 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth, here we go. And then Castillo got a base cover for you, Morgan Senior. Get ready for it. Running catch is gone. That's strike one. That's 1-1. And then Castillo got another base cover for you, Morgan Senior. What's high in the air? Let's see what happens here. Who's gonna catch that? I think he's gonna get that one. And see who's on the shot here, Grand Roll to picture the Castillo Morgan is advances to second base, and advances to second base on a throw, and about the pitcher is hit to the so Morgan advances to the second base, because the error about the pitcher did Castillo. I mean, he almost could have got him out. That was the injury delay. and Cohen Santino Cohen we see from the red for the Raiders and Raiders and Rays. And Rays. 2007 and 2009, here we go. The pitch coming up for Corey. That's a ball, that's a 1-0. And then the pitch coming up for Rosie, that's a ball 2, that's a 2-0. And then the pitch coming up, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-0. And then the pitch coming up for Rosie, and that's a ball 4. And Corey Santino is intentionally walked and will advance the first base. So we got Marcus Sam on second base. We got Corey Seagull on first base. Here we go. Here come the Mariners pitching coach coming up the mound to talk to Diego Castillo. Oh, that's not good. You got to do is get one more person out. So coming up the bat for the Rangers, we have Andreas Garcia coming to bat for the Rangers. We got Rangers players on first base, second base, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Here we go. Diego Castillo got a pitch coming for you. Andreas Garcia, that's a ball, that's a 1-0. Diego Castillo got another pitch for Andreas Garcia. That's a ball 2, that's a 2-0. And then that's it. I know it's going to be those Garcia. And I was in play. I want to see if I can get that one. And that's the final score. And the Mariners win 6-5. So the Mariners win 6-5. And the final score, and the Mariners win. So the Mariners take game 1 from the Rangers. The final score is 6-5. So the Raiders advanced to 48 and 50, and advanced to 48 and 42 on the season, and the Raiders are down to 41 and 46 on the season. So the Raiders get the 48 win, and the Raiders get the 46 loss. So yeah, the Raiders take game 1 of the 48 series for the Rangers, and yeah, that was a good game right there. The Raiders did good to come back, and yeah. So thank you guys for tuning into the stream, and yeah. My good stuff, guys. I will see you guys on Saturday for the Phillies for the Phillies at the Miami Marlins in Miami for our 3-game series. So we have a 3-game series done with the Marlins tomorrow. I was streaming game 2 of the Phillies at the Miami Marlins for game 2 of the 3-game series on Saturday on my YouTube channel at 4:10 p.m. And I hope to see y'all there. And that being said, I'll see y'all. Yeah. So that's it, guys. See you all on my next live stream. Good night.